Google has officially released Android 17 Beta 3. And while the update introduces several visible improvements, the most exciting feature might be one that's still hidden behind experimental flags. According to a new discovery, Google is developing a powerful AI-driven home screen customization tool for Pixel phones, and it could completely transform how users set up their Android launcher. This unreleased Pixel launcher feature, first spotted by Android Authority, suggests that Google is working on an automated way to build and organize your home screen using smart app categories, suggested widgets, and pre-designed layouts. If finalized, this could eliminate one of Android's most tedious tasks, manually dragging and arranging apps. One by one. Android 17 Beta 3 leak auto-generated home screens for Pixel. The early version of this tool appears unfinished, with placeholder elements and incomplete previews that strongly suggests it may not be ready in time for the final Android 17 release. However, even in its current state, it looks like one of the biggest Pixel launcher upgrades in years. Instead of manually organizing apps from your app drawer, this new system would allow Pixel users to create an entirely new home screen page based on specific categories. Once selected, Android would automatically populate the page with relevant apps and widgets, instantly generating a clean, organized layout, for example. Users could choose from categories like games, health, and fitness, productivity, travel, social, most used. There also appears to be room for additional categories in the future, hinting that Google could expand this system over time. How Google's smart home screen layout could work based on the early UI. Google would likely use Play Store category data to determine which apps belong in each section. After choosing a category, users could select from a limited number of layout templates before applying the design to their home screen. Although the current build does not display working app previews yet, the concept is clear. Automated home screen setup powered by Google Play Intelligence. This approach could be especially useful for new Pixel users setting up their device for the first time, users who frequently reset or upgrade phones, anyone tired of dragging apps manually, people who prefer structured, category-based organization. Instead of spending 20 minutes arranging icons and resizing widgets, users could generate a fully organized page in seconds. A long overdue Pixel launcher upgrade, perhaps even. More significant is another feature hidden within this tool: a full home screen overview grid. If completed, Android 17 could finally allow Pixel users to view all home screen pages at once in a zoomed-out grid layout. From there, users could quickly rearrange, reorder, or delete pages, something many Android skins have offered for years. This type of home screen management was available on older Android interfaces like HTC Sense, yet Pixel Launcher has lacked this functionality for a long time. Bringing it to stock, Android would modernize the Pixel experience and address one of the most common user complaints. For many Pixel owners, this could be just as important as the automated layout feature itself. Will this feature launch with Android 17? Android 17 Beta 3 marks Google's first stability milestone for the upcoming OS. That typically means major feature additions are nearly finalized. However, because this home screen generator appears to be in early development, there's a strong chance it won't be ready for the initial Android 17 launch. Instead, there are a few likely scenarios. It could debut alongside the Pixel 11 series later this year. It may roll out in a future Android 17 quarterly platform release QPR. It could remain Pixel exclusive before expanding to other Android devices. Given how experimental it currently looks, its release timeline remains uncertain. Why this Android 17 feature matters: home screen customization has always been one of Android's biggest advantages over iOS. However, Pixel Launcher has often been criticized for lacking advanced customization tools compared to third-party launchers. This new AI-powered home screen builder could change that narrative. If Google integrates intelligent app suggestions, usage data, and category-based automation correctly, Pixel phones could offer one of the smartest launcher experiences on the market. It would combine Android's flexibility with Google's AI strengths, something that aligns perfectly with the company's broader software strategy. At the same time, concerns remain. Some users may worry about how apps are selected within categories. Will suggestions prioritize user behavior, or could commercial partnerships influence placement? Google would need to ensure transparency and user control to avoid backlash. The future of Pixel Launcher and Android customization, whether it launches with Android 17 or arrives later. This feature signals that Google is rethinking the Pixel home screen experience. Between automated layout generation and a long-awaited page overview grid, Pixel Launcher may finally receive the modernization it needs. For now, the feature remains hidden and unfinished. But if Google completes development, Android 17, or a future Pixel feature, Drop could introduce one of the most impactful home screen upgrades in years. Pixel users looking for smarter organization, faster setup, and cleaner layouts may soon have exactly what they've been waiting for.